Good morning and welcome. Now, here's the thing. Yesterday, I wanted to do with 100 girlfriends, but because of work, I had to wake up full of energy to talk about this. Now, notice I wear my light blue polo shirt because this episode had two parts. Had two parts in 100 girlfriends. And I'm getting hyped for this moment because I got to spread out my emotions in this episode. Not only the new girl Mimi had made her appearance, and even though it's, being the perfect 10 and Rentaro got the 10th girlfriend, that's said and done, I also need to look at this wall scroll. Now, I will be doing a lot of moving here. You see that wall scroll right there? You see that wall scroll as I'm staring at dead in the center of it? You see that character? Shizuka. My girl. This is why Shizuka is best girl in the 100 mother-loving girlfriends. I'm representing her color because of her. I mean, yeah, she got blue, like dark blue, light blue. I get all that, but this is the color. This is why I like the 100 girlfriends. This is why Shizuka has developed more class than anything. Because if you go back last week, she was the MVP. Everybody doubted Shizuka when she was playing baseball because they thought she was the weakest link. And because of her love, because of her passion, she got everybody in Super Saiyan. And she stole first base. And then the other team treated her fairly after the game. Now we in this episode, once again, in two parts. Now, normally I put a thumbnail up to show the appearance of the new girl, but no, I'm not. I'm going to put a thumbnail on Shizuka because that girl is a freaking goddess. She's a goddess. A freaking goddess. Like, she's one of many shy girls in anime that sparks up your freaking heart to a point where you look at her and like, that girl. Like the Hinatas of the world, the Sumis of the world, the Komi of the world. This is one of them. Sorry. Going to expressing here. But I want to get to it right now before I go crazy. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Episode 7 review. Season 2, episode 7 of the 100 Girlfriends. Okay. Now, this episode is split into two parts. A karaoke and a Mimi appearance. So, yeah, Mimi passed the entire Rentaru family, and we're not going to get that. Oh, by the way, we're also not going to get chapter 37, which I'm going to get to that, speak to that later on. But this is a karaoke episode. Now, everybody is putting off a karaoke scene. Everyone have their appearance. You got everyone just screaming, singing. And Rentaru is just happy that he's singing. Sorry. Let me put this up here. You got him happy singing, everybody just having a good time. Expression is fun. Now I know she was just singing out just words, lyrics. And you got the mom, you got the MILF holding the mic in an awkward position, by the way, holding up between the boobs and start talking. I'm like, damn, I wish I was the mic. That scene where the MILF was actually holding the mic and singing it makes you feel like, damn, I wish I was that mic. And then you hear Shizuka, singing, just singing while she was pouring juice, because she's a shy girl like herself, don't know, she's just looking up lyrics, don't know what to say, but, we heard a little bit of her singing. And when she sang, wait, I'm going to get to that part. When she was singing, practice singing, it was like, that was the moment. So Rentaru's like, you can sing, you don't have to sing if you want to. Okay. But then, when she got on the mic, when she sang, it was a mother-loving explosion full of soft kitten puppies. It was like, her voice was so cute that it literally blasted everybody to the wall. And I hate to say it, and I'm one of those people, when I hear Shizuka singing, it was like, singing was so pure that it literally it's like she is the ultimate healer. She will heal your wounds. It's like, how do I put this in a freaking nutshell? Her singing is so pure that she'll turn a convict into a good guy in a heartbeat. Her singing is so pure that it will take out Yamcha from Dragon Ball Z. You know that Yamcha meme that Bochi did? That song is so pure it will take out Yamcha. It's like her singing is so pure that when a couple argues, her voice will spread around, and then the couple start to forgive themselves, and they start hugging and kissing. That's how pure that shit is. That's how pure that shit is. And you can't deny that. It's like it's like animation wise with the crayon drawings that we see what Shizuka's doing. Like Earth damage Shizuka over 9,999,999,999,000. That's how pure and beautiful this girl is. This is why I love Shizuka. I don't care how many girlfriends we continue going on. I mean, I don't want to spoil you for the manga, but this is the definition as to best girl of the motherfucking 100 girlfriends. And I know this for a sec. I know this episode was covering me, but I can't. With Shizuka being the best girl in the 100 girlfriends. She is the heart and pure of the 100 girlfriends. You can't deny that. And when I look at her singing, it was just like my heart freaking melted. My heart melt. It's like somebody gotta cast her in American Idol. Somebody gotta look at her and say, "Oh my God, we gotta make this an album. We gotta make her an album." That's how beautiful. I mean, she's sing better than Beyonce, but that's a different topic in another way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to say it. Her singing is so pure and elegant that she'll beat any female singer today, past or present. She's a better singer, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of. I know I'm going off the wall, but that's true. That's true. She's better than any singer you know, and I damn well would put her above everybody else. That's how talented Shizuka is. You see, there's a thing. Some people don't like Shizuka because, she quiet. She uses her phone to communicate. But that's not the big issue. She developed more ways than one. And when you look at her, you're going to be like, oh my God. But her pureness is so good that it literally bounced the cast into the wall. Especially that moment where Kirine and Hakari got that moment where she's like, wanting to have babies with her Taru. I mean, that's kind of foreshadowing. But we already know there's foreshadowing between Kirine and Hakane. I mean, do you know all the Yuri moments that have been going on since season 1? Them kissing and them hugging and all that stuff. There are going to be some moments where they're going to be like, we're going to get more Yuri-ness later on in the future. But that's some foreshadowing there. But leaving to Taru to be the perfect boyfriend that stood by her side and started singing. So much so that she blasts the freaking wall. That's here and there. But again, Shizuka, you are the freaking MVP of this episode. Like, I understand Mimi made her appearance. I get that. But this girl takes it. I know my video's long, but I can't. Shizuka is the freaking princess of the 100 girlfriends. Okay. First half done. Now let's get to the second half of the show. Once again, another girl appeared. New challenger approaches. Mimi make her appearance. Now, Mimi, she's a narcissistic character with everything perfect for her. Everything gotta be perfect. That's why she's the 10th girlfriend as the perfect 10. She is the 10th. You know what I mean? Like, 10th. And, her being the perfect, elegant character, I understand that there are some people who likes that kind of characters, who's always not like the flamboyant type, the blondie showing off their eyes, showing beauty, that kind of thing, flashing off the blonde hair vibe. I get all of that. I mean, everybody has feelings. Everybody like characters like that. So I understand. Okay. So Zing connection. Now find true beauty. And then she makes Rentaro dress up as One of the characters with white hair and red eyes, wearing an all-white suit. You know how hard is it to wear a white suit in public? You know how hard it is to wear a white shirt or white jeans, white shoes? It's gonna get dirty in an instant. That's why I don't wear anything with white on it, because it can get dirty way easily. But again, white hair. Rentaro has white hair and red eyes. And I looked at that and I'm like, you know what? There's some characters in my head right now that has white hair and red eyes. The only two people I can think of in my head right now is Jonah from Jormungand. If you guys watch Jormungand, there's a guy named Jonah. He has white hair and red eyes. And then Alice from Food Wars also have white hair and red eyes, especially Alice's mother in Food Wars. My head is so banged up right now. I can't even think of another character with white hair. I know there are a lot of white hair characters with red eyes. So much so my brain's kind of farted. But you guys get what I'm saying. And so they go on a date. And then you see this rambunctious couple, just hate this other couple. So much so that the other boyfriend started to throw tapioca at Mimi, but then he jumps in and saves her. And he ruined a perfect, how do you say, a $50,000 white suit. Throwing the tap and he blocked it to protect Mimi. And I'm like, that's true boyfriend material. That is a true boyfriend material. Okay, now here's where I defend the other boyfriend. Sure, the boyfriend was defending the girl. He was defending his girlfriend. I get that. Because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to defend your other girlfriend. Well, it doesn't matter how she looks better than this person. You defend this girlfriend with honor. And that's why I respect that boy. Now, that funny scene where the cops were chasing him, he slipped on his own karma right there when he slipped almost his tapioca tea. The bubble tea. But Rentaro saved his life. And I understand what Rentaro did. He is the perfect boyfriend for these girls. And I get that. Especially the other boyfriend when he's like, I'm going to turn myself in. You're right. I did this because I was defending my girl. I'm going to turn myself in. He's forgiven. At least he's forgiven. I can forgive him. Unlike other people. I can forgive him. Now, Mimi has this rival going on with Nano. That's the one at the Fine Beauty. Nano and her battled it out one time. And I get the references they did. It was kind of funny. But again, this was a rivalry between Nano and Mimi. And it's funny because Rentaro brought it up, saying, wait a minute. He's like, wait a minute, I should have brought up Nano because he looked like Nano to me. And he did. Because if you go back to when he had the white and red eyes, he said he looked exactly like Nano. So, yeah, that's what it is. Now, I do like Nano and Shizuka's chemistry since the beginning. Their chemistry is so strong. I feel like those two are going to be roommates. I feel like later on, those two are going to be roommates. I see that. But, now, here's the thing before I end this conclusion. I understand, because I read the 100 Girlfriends. I know that we didn't get the episode we wanted to get. The biggest episode of our life. I understand. We didn't get chapter 37. We went from chapter 38, 39. And I understand chapter 37 is the biggest dialogue ever in the 100 Girlfriend history. Biggest dialogue than any other manga. We didn't get that. I think, from what I heard, is they're probably saving it for the finale. Like, once they get all the girls in this season, that last episode, I hope that is, the last episode is going to be the part when he says all that dialogue. And if that person says all that dialogue, we got to give that voice actor some medals. We got to give them medals we got to stand up and clap for them because they did a good job with that one. And that was like poetry in motion, you know what I mean? We got to see that. But overall, though, this was a good episode. I mean, Mimi and Nano's rivalry is going to start next week. But the main thing was the karaoke episode. And Shizuka's pure voice has done it. There's even a soundtrack. Let me say it again. There's even a soundtrack of her. What the hell? Damn it, Shizuka 9999999. I think that's the title. But damn, her voice will light up your mind. And if you hear that voice again, understand your heart will melt in a heartbeat. that heartbeat. Sorry, I'm just going in. I'm sorry. It's just Shizuka's best girl. But I look forward for next week's episode of it. I really am looking forward to it. So I look forward for the next week's episode of the rivalry that Shizuka, me, and Nano has. Let's see where this goes. So stay tuned for next week. I'm not going to spoil anything because I already read the manga. So get ready for that.